Hey guys, it's Haley, and in today's video I wanted to do a New Year's Eve look for you. I always think of golds or silvers when it comes to New Year's Eve, so I went with the silver route because I always do warm colors and golds like on a daily basis. So I went out of my comfort zone into the silvery world with a little bit of purple sparkle. So stay tuned if you guys want to see how I got this look, and thank you so much for watching. First eyeshadow I'll be using is from Benefit, the Pika Bright Eyes palette, and just the light yellow color up from my crease to my eyebrows, so it has a nice transition like always. And then I'll be taking this light yellow and orange color, and I'll start putting that into my crease, first the light one and then the orange. I'm going to be doing a very cool toned eyeshadow, so I want to do a little bit of warmth just because warm is better with my skin tone. Then I'm just going to take a neutral brown color and start putting that in my crease as well, and I'm putting equal amounts of darkness on the inner corner and on the outer corner because I want the inside of my eye to be very highlighted and I want the outer and inner corners to be very dark. Now I'm going to take the light gray color, and this will be my first cool tone for the day. I'll be putting that in the exact same motions back and forth towards the inner and outer corner of my eye, and I'm going to be using it on a smaller brush as well to make it nice and dark and kind of get some structure there. Now I'll be taking this very dark gray color and I'm going to start carving out the crease area. I want to keep it very dark and concentrated on the outer corner and on the inner corner, and do this with a more precise brush than I was doing before because I wanted the crease to be nice and fluffy, and then now with the dark shade I want to be a little bit more structured and just kind of in its place, and then I'll be blending that out using a blending brush just to soften up the edges. Now this is one of the artist shadows from Makeup Forever, and the color is D914, and this picture or this video does not do it justice right there, but it is so iridescent and like a light pink, sparkly kind of purple. It is so shiny and pretty and like iridescent. I just love this color. So I just want to pack a ton of this on in the middle here and then clean up the edges or just make it blend nicely with that light gray and make it just nice and smooth and blended. Now I'll be taking the Nars Larger Than Life eyeliner in black, and I'm just going to be wiggling this right into the roots of where my eyelashes are, and this will just make it nice and black and kind of tightline them. Then I'm going to do it on top as well, and I want to be a pretty thin line, not too thick. I don't want that to be really the focus, and I will be smudging it out in a second as well. So I'm just going to make that nice and thin, and I'm not going to wing it out at all. And for my black eyeshadow for that, I'll be using the Nars Pandora Duo, and it's just a very rich black, and I'm just going to kind of smudge that out, not too far, but I just don't want it to have any harsh lines. I just want it to be nice and soft and not so intense. And as always, I'm just going to clean up my eyeshadow with a Q-tip so there's no like droopiness or down below. And then I'll be taking the Urban Decay Chill All Nighter setting spray. Any setting spray works, and just spray that on your brush and dip that into your very iridescent eyeshadow, and this will help intensify it because I realized I want to be just a little bit more intense. Now my face looks super crazy now, but don't forget to curl your eyelashes if you want them to be nice and lifted. And then I'm going with the Multipleye Prime from Tarte, and they stopped making this, but you can still find it somewhere. And the Stretchex Stretch Effects Mascara, Lash Extension Mascara. I don't know, this is meant to make your lashes look super, super long, and I'm just going to be blinking into this. So far, I really like it. I would highly recommend it if you have really short lashes. Moving on to face, I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, and I've really been loving this lately. I just feel like it makes it super hydrated, and it's a lot quicker than adding another primer on, and I can just use it at the end of my makeup, I can use it during. I just absolutely love it. So I'm going to speed through my complexion. If you want to see how I do my complexion usually, you can check out my full coverage foundation routine, and I'll leave that below. But for the most part, I'm just using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation mixed with some white because it's very, very dark, and the Maybelline Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser for under eyes. Always got to use a beauty blender for that. Setting it with the Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, and contouring with the Lancome stick. It's called the Le Duo. I feel like it's a perfect gray undertone if you're very fair. It's a really great color. So I'm going to buff that out first and then use a beauty blender and so on. But I just really wanted to focus on the eyes and the lips for this. So here is this little contour speed up for you guys. Now that I have my blush, my bronzer, and everything else on, I'm going to highlight with the color Pearl. This is brand new from Becca. I'm super excited about it because it's like straight up white color. It would be way too bright if you are anywhere past like a medium skin tone, so it's perfect if you're more on the fair side. And I'm just highlighting the normal areas like always, but it's just such a bright, intense highlight. I'm so happy they decided to make it a permanent shade. Now to finish the eyes, I'm going to be using the light gray color and the dark gray color on the inner and outer corners of my eyelid, just like I did on the top, but underneath now. And then I'll be taking a black on a very small angled brush just to kind of make it almost like an eyeliner effect on the inside. And then I'll be taking that super pretty color and putting that right in the middle with some of the setting spray on top of it, so it's very intense because I want to be super bright there. And then I'm just going to add a little bit on top to re-intensify it. And I'm just popping on some black eyeliner on the inner and outer corners of my waterline and then some white on the middle. I'm just going with the whole theme of keeping the middle of my eye really wide and open, and just going to blend that together using a brush so it's nice and smooth transitions there. Then I'll be taking the Bottom Lash Mascara from Clinique, and I absolutely love this lately. I just got it the other day. It doesn't like smudge underneath my eyes or anything. If you ever have problems with it transferring to your concealer, this one's really, really good. It's supposed to be smudge proof, so I'm so happy with it lately. I was really missing my inner corner highlight, so I decided to pop in a little bit of Pearl from Becca, and then moving on to my lips, I'll be using the Ultimate Ozone from Urban Decay, and this is just a primer pencil. It's just going to kind of fill in any pores or lines around the lips. And then I'll be using Lolita from Kat Von D, which is like the best color from her, of course. It is so good, and everyone has had it. I mean, we've been sold out of it forever at Sephora. It just comes in stock so rarely, so I was just really, really excited that I finally got it, and I love wearing this color. Her lipsticks are very matte though, and I did want a little bit of shine in the center just to go along with the eyes. So I took this lipstick from Nars, and it was this Klein collaboration, and it's called Redemption. I just put this right in the center. You could always use a gloss as well, but I just thought this would be perfect. And that is the final look, you guys. Alright you guys, that's my final look. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like it if you liked it, subscribe if you aren't already, and let me know what you want to see next week in my new video in 2016. The holidays are over, so I've got to come out with some January wintry looks. So thank you so much you guys. Happy New Year's, and we'll see you in my next video.